Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of catering sales training or tips. We're going to go over a few things today. The first one is, it's in part 2 of the video, but is probably the most important thing, is time. If you wait too long to respond to a lead, count is lost. You really need to have a lead come in, have a system where you see it. 5 minutes, call them. 5 minutes being read their name, see where they are, see what's going to happen, and the answers they put in, and decide what questions you're going to have to ask in a follow-up. Call them. Email them, message them, great. You call them first. You call them right away. If they don't pick up, follow up on email. Send them a text or WhatsApp message, and call them again. Because that's going to be what closes the deal 90% of the time, is showing them you cared enough to call. Burn too much time, deal is lost. If someone's busy playing an event, they're not going to sit and wait for caterers to call them. They're like, 1, 2 people called, cool, choose between these two because I want to know this is taken care of for my event, and move on. Which also leads to additional questions to ask. Most people are really good at filling in answers because they know they can't get a quote if they don't say how many people, when it's going to be, staff they need, menu, servings. Be sure you have those answers. If you don't, make a little list. Have a notepad open up somewhere where you can write it down. Reconfirm. People make mistakes. They'll bump a number. They'll bump a something. Maybe they meant 500 people and they didn't realize they missed a 0. And you didn't check, and now they got a super low quote. 50 people, not 500. And now they're pissed because they feel tricked. Because you didn't follow up and ask. So clarify. Is this date correct? This many people? Think that's going to change at all? Like more people, less people? Do you have food allergies? That's always a big one. If someone has a shellfish allergy and you send them a menu that's mostly shellfish, they're not going to go with you. Because A, it shows you didn't care. And B, it makes looking at the menu complex and exhaustive because now they have to pick out my food allergy. If you ask them on the phone, food allergies, and they're like, oh, peanuts and shellfish. Look at your menu. It's always best if you have it in like a spreadsheet. Just delete the stuff they can't have and just say, hey, our menu is usually longer, but I want to go ahead and remove these allergens for you. I do have them saved in another sheet if you have guests that might want it, but for the sake of avoiding any cross-contamination for you, these are 100% safe for you. Prepared in our kitchen, that is food and hygiene safe. We do not share cutting boards and materials. So that's a big one. Then there's also the art of the upsell. Again, like the previous video, people don't always know what they want exactly. So ask. You see, oh, they're getting canapes. Would you guys like cocktails to match, or Prosecco or champagne service? Always feels classy with canapes. Oh, it's a birthday for your child. Oh, you want canapé service for adults? Would you like some bubble tea for the kids? We can bring our bubble tea kits. And you sneak it in ways that you can make them feel their event is going to feel better without them exactly breaking the bank. Because they know it's going to cost more, but that they're getting more. There's an offset and they think they're getting more value. That's big to communicate. Value. Always value first. No matter how much you cost, whether you're the most expensive or the cheapest or the middleman, be the one that provides the most value. Be the one that says, our entire team, we ensured is level 3 food and hygiene certified. We always squeak in a little extra because we know someone likes some extra sometimes. We'll always bring extra cup or plate rental for free outside of your quote in case someone breaks something. Any way to squeak in added value, which also comes up in your conversation and your emails you write up. Don't just say 6 canapes per person. Sounds bland, boring. 6 canapes per person, expertly crafted by our culinary team, made fresh to order ahead of your event. no more than 12 hours before your event, depending on prep time, right? You need to communicate that. But that's all for today. Stay tuned for more in this series and hope to see you again soon.